Hey everyone, Daryl Spivey here. I just left the theater and I saw Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. So, I gotta say a couple things about this film. This film very much felt like a second film in itself. I wasn't too crazy about it. I definitely gotta say that the guy that they got to play Grindelwald in replacement of Johnny Depp, I'm not going to go into the Johnny Depp controversy, but of course you all may know about it. He did a decent job. This one was focused very much on the relationship between Grindelwald and Dumbledore, and also revealed a couple of backstories too. Into anything major, since this very much felt like a second film. But I wasn't too crazy about this film, just because it very much felt like it, and also I felt like that this film was trying to capture the spirit of what Harry Potter was, but it just wasn't grasping it for a Harry Potter prequel. That's not to say that it's a bad film. I think it's okay, but for 2 hours, I wouldn't recommend sitting there since it is a second film. And you can tell there's going to be very much a third film. So the film starts off with Dumbledore going into why he and Grindelwald have been in this stalemate for the last decade. It's because they had a relationship starting off, and in the beginning, they make this blood oath to one another because, spoiler alert, they were actually in love with each other growing up. So they made this blood oath literally and turned it into a spell, which basically turned into neither one of them can kill each other or betray each other. So that turned into this little gem/necklace on Dumbledore's hand. If it sensed that Dumbledore was going to betray Grindelwald, it would actually kill him. Spoiler alert, that spell actually gets broken because Grindelwald tries to kill one of Dumbledore's relatives, which happens to be Dumbledore's brother's son. Surprise! Dumbledore's brother actually has a son in this who actually tries to kill Dumbledore but fails to succeed. So Grindelwald's mission, or his goal in this film, was basically to trick the whole wizarding world to voting for him to be the leader of the wizarding world so he could actually initiate war on the Muggle world. Which, if you know the Harry Potter storyline, the Muggle world is basically the regular, everyday world that the humans live, unaware of wizards and witches, of course. So, kind of making a 2-hour movie short, how this movie ended is Grindelwald tried to trick the wizarding world into voting for him to be the leader, but failed miserably because his plan was unfolded and discovered that he was actually trying to manipulate the votes in his favor. Speaking of which, there were a lot of parallels between early Germany and this film. And if you go to see this film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, kind of going off into a little bit of a tangent here, kind of wrapping up. Grindelwald doesn't succeed, of course, and basically the spell that he and Dumbledore were sort of entwined in backfired because he tried to kill Dumbledore's nephew in a sense. So this is setting up for a third movie, and it's setting up for a climax between Grindelwald and Dumbledore. Therefore, expect the third and last movie. And of course, spoiler alert, we all know how it ends up because Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows goes into how that ends up. Anyway, this is Daryl Spivey signing out.